Coming out of the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we definitely see that the Marvel Universe is going to be expanding in multiple directions once this series is over. One of which is definitely going to be a focus on the fallout of the Super Soldier Serum, which of course in the comics would end up becoming Weapon X as part of the Weapon Plus program. So let's talk about how the first episode actually establishes that super soldiers are now more or less a norm. So when it comes to the villains, or at least one of the villainous factions in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, one has to take note of the Flag Smashers, who of course we learned that they want a world without borders. They want unity, but they want it at all costs. They don't care what it takes, they don't care what they have to do. As long as everybody conforms to one ideal, they'll accept it. In the name of freedom. Boy, these guys really don't know how to express freedom, do they? Either way though, in the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we see that the Flag Smashers are not exactly what many people thought they would be, because as we see one of the Flag Smashers, they end up leaping from the top window of a giant building, landing on their feet. They're fine, and then they just run off. Quite clearly, there is a super soldier serum in the involvement here, because we know for a fact, because they've said it, and we've seen it in marketing, the super soldier serum is playing a factor into this brand new take on the MCU post-Endgame, and it looks like the Flag Smashers are in fact going to be somehow powered by a super soldier serum variant, not the original the Captain America had. Obviously that's gone, they've tried to recreate it, then we got the Hulk, we got Abomination, who knows what else. But there's definitely some sort of experimentation going on with a brand new take on the Super Soldier Serum, which again ties back to what Sam Wilson says. The legacy of the Shield and the whole involvement of Captain America is rather shady and murky. So you can see exactly how they are in fact setting up the Weapon Plus program, which eventually leads to the creation of Wolverine, for example, because that's the way it goes. That's sort of like the in. And this is one of those things where it starts to now paint a picture of how they're slowly starting to establish elements that in the future will factor into, well, multiple, I guess, facets of the MCU. And when you already have somebody back there like Thunderbolt Ross experimenting and rumored to become the Red Hulk, again, factor in that super soldier serum and everything that goes along with it. The fact that there's already plenty of hints towards what the future holds for super soldiers. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that the basics of setting up Weapon Plus are in this show, and that is going to be one of the driving factors of what is going on. Which then also brings up US Agent. I would assume that the US is working on some sort of super soldier serum to give him, because if he's just a regular soldier with a shield, I got bad news for you, bro. You ain't gonna last long. Prediction time. They have a super soldier serum that he has to get administered frequently. At the same time, it's very deadly and dangerous and amplifies whatever problems you have. His problems are amplified by a shady history, doing things he did not want to do, and hardcore PTSD. At some point, he's gonna lose it, and the US government is gonna be exposed again. That's my prediction. Also, somehow it degenerates your health or something, because they haven't figured it out or something. It's like Extremis. There, it's a tie into Extremis. There you go. We gotta bring Iron Man into this.